Hi everybody, it's Jeannie. How are you today? Hey, I am coming on here to talk with you about one of the articles I just wrote. I've been writing articles every week for many weeks now, and I post them on our website, jnjonlineinnovations.com. I also post them on LinkedIn, and I just send them out to people haphazardly. And I thought what I would start doing is talking to you about my articles and going through them with you. I've been getting very good responses from them, and I thought this is another way to offer some service or be of help to people. The particular articles I've been writing recently have been around transition. How to transition from one thing to another, from one place to another. And as some of you know, or all of you know at this point, we're about to make our next transition. So 3 years ago, we transitioned from the United States to Costa Rica. Now we're going to transition from Costa Rica to Spain to be closer to our children and to our grandchildren, and to be able to travel more so we can kind of get everything done more efficiently, more effectively, more low cost, etc. So I've been kind of sitting in this whole transition thing, wondering, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to do it? How have I done it in the past? What's worked for me? What hasn't worked for me? And for me, and I can't speak for all of you, but one of the things that I insist upon myself, or I just need to do, is I have to thrive. I have to thrive through the transitions. And the reason I have to thrive, and I use that word and it sounds so big, is because I can really shut down at these times. I can get small, I can get scared, I can get a little bit like a deer in headlights, I can stop my forward action, and I can just find something to do to procrastinate and keep myself busy and not do anything, and then it's a downward spiral. So I'm really putting attention on how does one thrive through transition? And I know people are in transition all the time. So that's sort of the theme I'm in the middle of right now. So I'm going to talk to you about an article I just wrote called Energize Your Growth, 7 Practices to Grow and Thrive. And I am looking at my notes occasionally because I'm a little nervous doing this. It's not my go-to. So I'm going to make sure I have my notes in front of me to give you everything I've got. So how this started was I saw a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and the quote goes like this: "The only thing that can grow is the thing you give your energy to." And I thought to myself, well, if that's true, then where I want to give my energy is to where I want to end up, where I want to go, what I want to do, and not put my energy in all the other things, the things that stop me, the things that make me afraid, the things that I think are never going to work out anyway, so why bother? So how do I put my attention to make sure I can thrive? So I came up with, and I use many of these, and I'm using them as a ritual now more consistently. So here are my 7 practices to grow and thrive through change. One is to set clear intentions. So whether you want to build a new skill or relocate or start freelancing, learn something new, take on a new activity, take on a new sport, get better at your pickleball game, whatever it is, set an intention. Make it very clear about the intention, not like, oh, I want to get better, but make it what you want to get better at. What does getting better look like actually? How will you know that you're getting better, and by when? So make it a very clear intention, something that's actionable, that allows you to actually get the job done. So for me, for instance, my actionable intention for where I'm up to is with each of the projects we're doing moving forward to our move, I am making sure every day that I am on top of all of those things, my checklist. I look at it every day. I make sure that I'm on top of it every day. I understand what I need to do, what's coming up. I understand how long I have to get that thing done, and I make sure that I do it. So every day I have a very, very clear intention about what needs to get done to move me forward toward the goal of moving to Spain. So that's one thing. Always a clear intention. It's a practice. I have it. I do it every morning. I go through my checklist. The other one, number 2, is prioritizing self-care. It is so easy to stop practicing your self-care, right? So Do your regular exercise. You've heard all of these. Do your exercise. If you don't exercise, start doing exercise. You don't have to do an hour a day. You could do 5 minutes a day. Get up. If you sit all day at your desk, get up every hour for at least 10 minutes. Set your timer to it. Exercise. Eat well as you can. Have good food in your house. And make sure that you get some sun. I know the winter's coming, I know the sun is going away, but get some sun. Sun is very important, vitamin D, right? Even if 5-10 minutes a day, go outside and sit still. One of my favorite self-care things is no matter what, and I've always done this, even when I was working and I had a job at an office and, a boss or whatever it was, I always take 10 minutes a day and I put my feet up. I do, every single day. So if I'm at home, I may sit on the sofa and put my feet on a table. I may even lie down in my bed and put my feet up for 10 minutes. Or I may sit on the floor. My feet may not be up, but my point is I relax. I call it putting my feet up. So that's one of my practices. I do it every day like clockwork for 10 minutes. Number 3, continuous learning. Continuous learning, no matter what you're learning, makes a difference in the possibilities that open for you in your life. So find something new you can learn. Go online, go to YouTube, find out how to do something you've always wanted to do, whether it's knitting or how to play a new card game or how to do a new exercise or how to fix your hair differently or how to tie your tie in a different or new way. Whatever your story is, learn something new. Always invest some time every day or at least weekly to learning a new skill. Something that makes you feel good. Something that maybe makes a new conversation for you, allows you to have a new conversation with your friends, or brings up a new topic at dinner. But have something new to talk about. And one way to do that is continuous learning. Now you all know for me, I freelance. So I'm always looking to upskill. I'm always looking to get better at what I already do. My latest thing, get this, so I'm learning something new. Going to Spain. So I have this whole conversation about my wardrobe. I know that may sound weird. I'm going to go to another country and we're not going to own right away, so we're going to rent. So renting could mean a little moving around, maybe a little bit more moving around than I'm used to. Well, I can't carry everything with me. I can't have a huge wardrobe. So what I'm interested in, and I've been researching and I'm actually learning about it, is how to have a minimal wardrobe made up of certain kinds of pieces that all go together, that allow me to switch around my clothes and keep my wardrobe small while still maintaining the look I want to have, graceful, classy, timeless, whatever those words are. So I'm actually in a learning thing right now, a learning curve of how do I have that very small, simple, easy to use wardrobe that I can move around with. I've already done the closets full of clothes. I'm sure you all have done that, or maybe you're still doing it. I have no interest in doing that anymore. So that's my current learning. What's yours? Number 4, focus on positive relationships. It's important that you surround yourself with supportive people. People that are interested in what you're interested in. Doesn't mean they have to know what it is, but because you're interested in it, they want to hear more about it. They want to know what you're up to, and when they hear what you're up to, they're actually excited for you. They want to know, how's that going for you? Surround yourself with supportive people. People who are not supportive, people who are not backing up your choices, people who are full of their opinions about what you should do, even though you've never asked them for their opinion, have no place around you when you're trying to thrive. People who are not supportive will do the exact opposite. They will take you away from your thrive. They will make you question yourself. They will make you question your confidence. They will not make you feel good about your choices. They will make you second guess. And then you know what happens? You wake up a year, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years from now thinking to yourself, I should have just done what I was planning on doing and not listened to everybody else. And for those of you who are watching me right now who are old enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you are a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line from other things that you had thought of that you didn't do because you surrounded yourself with people who didn't support you. So that's that one. Embrace challenges, right? Embrace challenges. Embrace things that force you to grow, right? Like find something every day that forces you to grow. So of course, learning something new forces you to grow. Maybe a new exercise. Maybe one of the things I'm into is functional training, right? Functional body training. So I'm 62, I'll be 63 next month. And I am really putting a lot of attention on functional training. So up and down, using my body in ways that as I get older, I don't hurt myself. So I am always looking for something new to challenge me. So here's my latest challenge, and I offer this to you if you're there. One of the things I want to be able to do is I want to be able to get up off the ground without using my hands. I know that sounds super easy, and I can definitely get up and down off the ground, but I always have to use one hand to lean on to just give me that little boost, that little boost. I want to challenge myself to get up and down without using my hands. So that is my latest physical challenge, okay? What's your latest physical challenge? Work on something. As far as a mental, spiritual challenge, just the transition I'm in, trying to get from here to Spain, to my family, and to Europe, and my grandchildren, is a huge challenge for me. So that's that. Let's see, page 2. Eliminate any energy drainers, right? Learn to identify and stay away from anything that drains your energy, whether it's people or whether it's activities. Stay away from energy drainers, right? And you can't do that right away. You don't turn it off right away, but slowly start to recognize the activities that you're in or the people that you spend your time with that actually drain your energy. When you walk away from that activity, you walk away from that person, you're like rolling your eyes, you walk away going, oh gosh, right? You know that one? That has nothing about the people, right? People are who they are. Let them be who they are. Don't try and change them. Just figure out ways to maybe remove yourself. Maybe you can't have dinner this week. Maybe you don't readily answer the text. Maybe you give yourself 24 hours to pull yourself together to answer that text. But start moving away from anything and anyone that drains your energy. For a lot of you out there, that could be the job you're in. Not quite sure what to say about that. I've been there, done that. I fully understand, and I feel compassion and empathy. But that's for you to choose. But start to stay away and eliminate those energy drainers. And then finally, celebrate your small wins. This is a really, really big one for me because I am not good at celebration. I've never been good at celebration. I let things come and go no matter how good it is, whether it's a birthday, an anniversary, which we have one coming up. And I'm really good at just going, yeah, thank you, and moving on, right? I don't readily feel a celebration. I don't feel it readily in my body. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that was taught to me. I don't really have memories of being brought up with a lot of celebration. And quite frankly, I don't think it matters where it came from. All I know is celebrating small wins makes a difference to your body and your mood. It triggers you. It triggers you into smiling. It triggers you into feeling good even for a moment. And if you can't get to the celebrations of your wins right away, make sure you're celebrating the wins of other people, because you can feel that dopamine boost from celebrations with other people. So celebrate. Look for every moment you can. Get through the end of your day, check off your entire list, celebrate that, right? Maybe you checked off everything but one thing, and maybe you're used to not checking off 5 things. Celebrate it. Find something fun to do. Give yourself an extra 5 minutes on social media or your Instagram, right? I don't know. I'm trying to think, what do I do? This is how not good I am at celebrating, but I'm working on it. That's my point. I'm working on all of these things so I continue to thrive. And what I will say is just working on everything being mindful, having a project, and working on new things helps me thrive because it's exciting. I'm not bored. So I encourage you to do that. So I'm going to go over these again with you. Set clear intentions, prioritize your self-care, continuous learning, always find things, that's my favorite thing, continuous learning. Focus on positive relationships, embrace your challenges, embrace them, reflect on them. What did I learn today? What can I do new next? Eliminate those energy drainers. Get rid of the energy drainers. Whatever you need to do to reduce them, do it. And celebrate the small wins. Celebrate them. So remember, here's my energizing thing for you. Remember that the energy that you invest today in all of these different things, a lot of them, a little of them, will shape the future you want, right? You cannot produce your outcome. You can't produce your outcome. If you want something or you're transitioning to something, to some outcome, you cannot make that outcome happen. You have no power to make that happen. What you can do, though, is you can be in practices recurrently, regularly, and then you go like this. You go practice, 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 practice. I'm on the practice. Let go and let the outcome sort itself out, right? So we want to get from here to Spain, and we're picking a date of March 15th. I've got to be able to thrive through this transition. I have way too much going on. I have too many people to serve and to be of help to, and to have a good life and to be fun and be a good friend and a good sibling, all of that. So I've got to thrive. So I set up my practices, and I practice and I practice and I practice and I practice, and I keep them consistent, and then I let go. And I let the outcome fall where it may. And here's the funny thing, and I'll talk more about this in another video. The outcomes always turn out better when I let go of trying to control them. So that's what I have to say to you. So stay engaged, stay energized, keep up your practices, and keep growing. Okay, that's what I had for you today. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe wherever I put the subscribe button. And let's keep doing this. Let's be in transition together, whatever your transition is. Let's do it together and let's thrive through it. Take care, everybody. See ya.